Hi, this is Bob Quinlan with the National Catholic Partnership on Disability. We want to offer to you a brief tutorial on how you can set up live streaming in your church or for your parish functions. We understand that during this time of current crisis, this is done by many parishes, but we also believe that even in times when there is not such a crisis, that many with disabilities are unable to attend regular parish functions. So we believe that this will be a valuable asset to the parish ongoing. We offer this tutorial based upon the expertise and experience of Pat Romzek, who has set up 2 churches in his area in Michigan with such a live streaming service. He offers how he has done it in hopes that you will be able to learn from his experience and easily take up such a live streaming function for your parish to serve many of the parishioners in your church. So if you find this valuable, please share it with others. Also, see the link below for a PDF which you will be able to download, which goes over much of the same content. Please know that we are praying for all of you in this time. God bless.
Hi, I'm Pat Romzek, and over the next few minutes we hope to share with you instructions on how to live stream your Catholic Mass, prayer service, rosary, Good Friday service, daily reflections from your pastor, or other services to your parishioners where they are today. We're going through a time of unprecedented fear, uncertainty, and doubt, where people are afraid, and they need their faith and they need their relationship with the church more than ever. And through the wonders of technology, we can deliver that to them today through live streaming with a very simple and inexpensive video camera, a video capture device like this, both of which you can buy on Amazon, using Facebook as a platform, which is free, to be able to provide the weekly Mass, Stations of the Cross, daily reflections, or any other service to your parishioners over Facebook in a way that they can watch them on an iPad or an iPhone or their PC. They can watch them live or in replay. It really represents a unique opportunity for us to embrace this sort of new normal and comfort our people as we're asked by the Lord to do. So we hope you find this interesting and informative. This video is being brought to you in partnership with the National Catholic Partnership on Disability. There's contact information to get more information on this at the end. We hope you find it helpful. Thank you for listening. In this video, we're going to cover a step-by-step guide to live stream the Catholic Mass on Facebook. We'll cover why should you live stream, what can be live streamed, what's required to do so, and then a step-by-step guide and some tools, tips, and best practices. Why live stream? In times of uncertainty, people often turn to their faith. We are clearly in unprecedented times where our ability to reach our parishioners is more important than ever before. Today's technology and platforms make it easy and inexpensive to live stream and reach parishioners where they are with Mass, with prayer service, and other events in your parish. Video can be shared in a way that people can view it from anywhere, anytime, live or in replay afterwards, in high definition and on any device, a PC, a Macintosh, a phone, an iPad. And this reminds me of a couple of quotes. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. This is from Proverbs 17. And we are indeed in times of our adversity. And perhaps this is why we were born, is to step up and comfort, oh, comfort my people, as the Lord told us in Isaiah. The church can be a beacon of light and a source of great comfort in a really troubling, uncertain time filled with fear and darkness. We can be a beacon of light if we embrace the technology and reach out to people in a way that brings them closer to the church and to our Lord. What can be live streamed? Almost anything. We recommend you live stream your Mass. You may want to consider Stations of the Cross or Lenten services, rosaries, prayer services, and even daily reflections. And we'll give you some examples of those in a few slides. What's needed to live stream on Facebook? First of all, you need a video camera. You can live stream from a phone or a webcam, but the quality is not very good and the audio is not very good. We recommend getting a $200 high-definition video camera that allows you to zoom, tilt, record, replay, edit, etc. We recommend, if you do use a video camera, that you get a video encoder. Video encoder connects the camera to a laptop and allows you to stream it on the internet and on Facebook. The picture on the right is an example of these devices. The camera connected to this video encoder connected to a PC. You need a laptop computer with a USB port to connect to the internet. You need internet access in the church, and you need a Facebook account with administrator access. If you're just viewing Facebook, you can't live stream. If you're the administrator of the parish Facebook account or site, then you will be able to live stream, and you'll have an icon to show you how to do so. And I'll walk you through step by step how to do that here in a minute. Why should we use Facebook? Well, regardless of what you think about Facebook as a platform, it works really well for this purpose. It can be accessed anywhere in the world. One of our parishes is live streaming their Mass, and it's viewed in 15 countries. It can be delivered live so people can watch it live, and it can be recorded for replay where people can watch it later at their leisure. It's free. So while you have to buy a little bit of equipment to do a high definition video live stream, which I'm going to share with you in a minute, once you do that, it's free. There is no cost to live stream on Facebook. It can be viewed from any device, as I mentioned earlier, even from an iPad or an iPhone. It can be shared by email, website, through social media and other mechanisms. It's linked to your Facebook account. So anybody who likes a parish Facebook account will get notified when you're live and live streaming. And people will come because they'll get notified that you're live. They'll attend your events because of it. And it really allows participant interaction. You'll see some examples here in a few minutes, which is pretty profound in my view. I think it's very different than a typical Mass. And I think the thing you got to think about is how this is a new normal that we're dealing with now, and perhaps an opportunity to embrace new technology to react to what is really kind of a new normal. These are the devices I talked about. A video camera. We recommend the Canon Vixia HFR 800. We've used this now in a couple of different parishes. It works really well. You can buy it for $219 on Amazon. You can buy it at Best Buy. It's about the same price. You need a video capture dongle. We like the Magwell. It connects the camera to the laptop. Again, it's available on Amazon, about $299. Most recently when I priced it. You want the HDMI model. I've used the model 32060. If you have questions about what to use, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is at the end of this broadcast. You need a laptop computer that connects to the internet and has a USB 3.0 port. There's 3 different levels of USB ports. You need the latest 3.0 version, which will power this video capture device and connect to your camera. You also need to connect to the internet. So you need to have internet in your church or wherever you're going to live stream. The steps are pretty simple. You're going to connect the camera to the encoder and connect the encoder to the computer. I'll show you how in a minute. You're going to connect the computer to Wi-Fi, log into your Facebook account, go to your Facebook page, and start the live stream. It's really easy. On this slide and the next slide, I'm going to talk through how to connect the camera through the encoder to your laptop. This is based on using the equipment I recommended a few slides ago. The first step is to identify the encoder, which is this gray rectangular box in item A here. It converts the video signal from the camera to the computer to allow you to live stream it to the internet and then on to Facebook. The first thing you're going to do, on one end of this encoder is a USB cable, and on the other end of that encoder is what's called an HDMI video cable. First thing you're going to want to do is identify the HDMI cable, connect one end of it to the encoder in item A here, and the other end of it in item B to the camera. Now, if you use the Canon camera we recommend, there's a little HDMI output port on the side of the camera. If you open the screen so you can see the little video display screen, you'll see this little HDMI port. Plug the black cable into that HDMI port. You can see the pictures on item B here. Once you've done this, then you're going to want to connect the encoder to your laptop, which is the next step. So the other end of that encoder is a cable. In the picture here, it's a blue cable. The blue cable, or the USB cable, connects from this encoder. There's a USB port on the encoder. One end of the USB cable connects to the encoder. The other end connects to a USB slot or port on your laptop. You can see it in the pictures A and B. Now you need a USB 3.0 port. A newer laptop will have a USB 3.0 port, version 3 of USB. It has a little bit higher power, and it will power the encoder, and then it will all work just fine. If this doesn't work, you might want to check and see if you have a USB 3.0 port. But connect one end of the cable to the computer, the other end to the encoder, and then the black cable in this picture B goes from the encoder to the camera, as I outlined in step number 1. Once you've done that, then you use your laptop to connect to Wi-Fi in the church, just the way you would normally connect to Wi-Fi, whatever your Wi-Fi network is called. This is a picture of a Windows 10 laptop desktop where I'm connecting to the internet. Once you've done that, then you want to log into the computer if you need to, and then log into Facebook. Now, you need to have a Facebook account. You need to be the administrator for the parish's Facebook page to Livestream. And these steps just show you how to log into your computer and launch a browser. In this example, in item B here, I'm using Google Chrome. You can use Internet Explorer or Mozilla or any browser. You can do it on a Mac as well. Open the browser window and then type in Facebook. Once you've done that, you go to your Facebook page. So the parish's Facebook page, you can see this in item A here. And what I did was I clicked on the Facebook page for the deaf community in this example, these images that you're seeing here. And then what you'll see in item C here is at the bottom of your Facebook, just under your picture, your profile picture, there's a little button that looks like a camera and it says live. Once you click on that, you're going to be able to immediately live stream. It should bring up a window. Sometimes it doesn't automatically bring up the high definition camera we talked about earlier. If it doesn't, then you want to go to the panel on the right hand side and just click on this drop down box. It looks like a little camera, and select USB capture HDMI. That's your high def video camera that we just connected in steps number 1 and 2 here. Okay, the audio, you can either have the audio directly connected into the parish audio system from your laptop, or in this case, I'm just using the default audio from the camera. By doing so, what's going to happen is it's going to pick up the audio in the church from the microphone on the camera. So you're going to want the camera near the altar, for example, so that you can hear the Mass if you're streaming a Mass, or you're going to want it near wherever the priest is speaking. If you want to, you can also connect the audio directly into the audio system in the church by connecting it in through your PC. Once you've done this, you're ready to go. Just click Go Live at the bottom and you're live. You're broadcasting. And you'll see the video image on your screen. You can pan, zoom, tilt the camera as you desire to get the best potential broadcast. Once you're done, you simply click at the bottom, End Video. Once you do that, it'll bring up a pop-up screen that says, do you want to end this video? Item B on the screen here. Click End, and you're done. It will now be posted to your Facebook page. So if you go to your Facebook page and you click on videos, You're going to see all the videos recorded, and you can see the screenshot on the right. This is an example of the Deaf Catholic Community Facebook page, and the video I just did as a little test here to walk you through it. You should see this video in the video list. You can then click on that video to watch it. You can then broadcast the link from your video to all of your parishioners. Anyone that goes on your Facebook page can follow these same instructions to view your video. They go to your Facebook page, they click on videos on the left, and they'll see all of your videos. Some additional recommendations. Use a high-def camera. You can use an iPhone or a webcam, but the quality won't be very good. You can't zoom, and the audio's not very good. Use a tripod if you can. It keeps the camera from shaking rather than having somebody hold it during Mass. It also makes it easier to zoom, and your video will look a lot more professional. Have a person operate the camera. It allows them to move with the priest as the priest moves on the altar. If you're doing Stations of the Cross, you can follow the priest and the altar servers as they go around the church. So having somebody operate the camera is a good idea, to turn it on, to launch everything, and record the Mass. Integrate the church audio if at all possible. It's not hard to do, but if you have audio in the church and you have a microphone on the priest, you can link it together to that camera in a way that now allows your audio to be the audio in the church. As I mentioned earlier, there's a little drop-down box on Facebook that says, which audio are you using? You can use the default audio, be the audio coming from the camera, but if you want to use better audio by connecting it into an audio system, you can do that as well. Spread the word. It's really easy to do this, and once you do it, you'll want to do it again, and then you can expand the number of events that you broadcast. It's also easy to just let people know. Like our Facebook page, watch our live stream video on Facebook. They'll be automatically notified if they register for Facebook and like your page. Expand beyond the Mass. Think of the other things you can do. Prayer services, rosaries, funerals, weddings, and other special services. I'll show you an example of a couple of these here in a minute. Build a following. People will like this, and it's very easy for people to participate. People that maybe normally don't go to Mass, you'll see will participate because they can watch this from home. We originally started doing these live streamings to help people with disabilities participate in the liturgy because they're unable to get to church because of transportation and mobility issues. It works really well. So you'll expand your church following by doing this. Try it. Don't be afraid of the technology. Give it a try. Watch the videos, get feedback, and refine it as you go. And you'll find that it'll be pretty effective. And encourage people to participate. A lot of times you'll see people that will actually comment during the Mass. And at first, this is a little unnerving because we're used to being quiet during church. But it actually is quite welcoming as you get used to it, because people will make comments during Mass and after Mass that are really comforting. Here's a couple of examples. The St. John Deaf Center in East Point, part of the Archdiocese of Detroit, has been live streaming Masses for a couple of years. And we started doing this to reach out to the deaf community, not only in Detroit, but more broadly. This Mass is now viewed every week by over 1,600 people all over the world, 15 countries the last I counted. It's quite effective. And Father Mike, who does the Mass, also does daily reflections, rosaries, and other events. It's really effective. You can go to their Facebook page and see the live stream. It's called the St. John Deaf Center. Another great example is my local parish, Our Lady of Victory in Northville, Michigan. They live stream the weekly Mass, been doing so for a couple of years. Again, focused initially on people with disabilities, but since this coronavirus crisis, many people are now using this medium to attend Mass every week. Last Saturday, we live stream our Saturday evening Mass, and there were 1,100 attendees last Saturday. Lots and lots of very positive comments. Father Dennis does a great job with the Mass. He also does a great job with pastoral reflections, rosaries, and special events. You can see all the videos over on the right-hand screen here that Father Dennis is recording just in the last week, many events. And this is a great way to reach out to your community. These are some comments that we've heard and seen from recent videos that you'll see in these masses too. If you go on the Facebook page, you can see the comments. Thank you, amen, praying for you, praying with you. How comforting to know that God is always with us. Thank you, Father, such comfort in uncertain times. This really speaks to the fact that we're reaching people in a really interesting way here. This is an example of a weekly mass that was done by Father Mike at the St. John Deaf Center. It reached almost 2,800 people. The middle panel on this screen are comments that from a rosary that was recently done that reached 1,200 people. I would venture to say that most parishes don't have 1,200 people participating in a rosary. And the panel on the right are some comments from a recent St. Patrick's Day service that was done at Our Lady of Victory. And again, you can see lots of people viewed this, and it was quite comforting to the people that attended. There's some other examples that you can see on their Facebook page. So go to Our Lady of Victory, Northville, Michigan, or the St. John Deaf Center in East Point, Detroit, the Archdiocese of Detroit. Both of them live stream their masses every week. Both of them use the same equipment that I've recommended here in this video. So in summary, in times of uncertainty, people often turn to their faith. We are in unprecedented times where our ability to reach people is more important than ever before. We may be experiencing a transition to a new normal. And if it is a new normal, we need to think about how are we going to embrace adversity, have outreach and comfort for people in our communities, in our parishes. I believe this is an opportunity to bring people back to the church. And the church can be a beacon of light and a source of great comfort in a time of profound uncertainty, fear, and darkness. And remember, a friend loves at all times. A brother is born for adversity. And we are called to comfort my people, says your God. We hope you found this interesting and informative. If you'd like more information, visit our website listed here on the screen or email me directly. Be happy to answer your questions and help you set up live streaming in your parish. Thanks for listening.